Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU. And welcome back to my Allayi tutorial slash playthrough. I have slept, I have rested, I am now ready to rumble. And good thing I did that, because I was about to probably make some poor plays, as we are just beginning and I already have a few things I would like to change, alter, improve, if one could say it so. So, firstly, what am I going to do? What did I change between the end of last video and the start of this video? Firstly, I changed the workers in my capital. The reason why I did that is because I noticed that in a turn I'll get a new empire plan. And within said empire plan, I have a specific desire that you're looking at right now. I want to have my cities happy, just because it will increase the overall productiveness, which I need in this time of the stress. It's maybe not the time of the stress, but I need my population to be as efficient as humanly possible, so I do need this extra approval. And I'm trying to get into a war with the cultists in this video, and it's likely that we're actually gonna have some sparks flying already before we actually declare the war, so I'm probably gonna use this extra attack. As for the dust per population, I have a feeling it's gonna be kinda useful. Yes, I have partially fixed my dust problems, but I'm still working some population on dust, and I actually need that population to be there, and I'm only going to increase the amount of armies I have, so I'm gonna have to spend even more on those things. So there is that. Another thing I thought of, if you pardon for a second, and we go into the Order of Riga screen now, I did say that I want to wait with buying out the upgrades on the screen until I get the faction quest that gives me cheaper power costs of those technologies. However, while I could hold off on things like, for example, Chapel of Riga, which is great, but it costs a lot of industry, so I wouldn't be able to make it super fast anyway. So as much as I want to have it quickly, I can wait for a second. But this I definitely want this winter. Iceworks plus 10 the industry and terrain with river. If you have a quick look, this means that every turn that the winter is going to... Let me try and say this again. It means that starting from this winter, assuming I have this upgrade, this city is gonna produce additional 90 industry every single turn of winter, assuming I do get the industrial megapole, which I don't see how I wouldn't get it at this point. So that's gonna pay for itself in just 2 turns and already overkill the amount of industry put into this. That's the common trait for a lot of power tax and improvements. They tend to give you a lot of bonuses for relatively little, excluding the perils, of course, which are a different resource entirely. So I definitely do want to get the Iceworks, and I can afford to not only unlock the tech, but I can also actually create the Iceworks without collecting more perils. So this is nice. I could not unlock it right now and just what's the word for that? Wait to see if maybe, just maybe, I do get the cheaper peril cost for technology stack. Faction quest is done. However, I know myself, I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget about it. So I'm just gonna unlock the technology and I'm gonna queue it up right away to make sure that it is ready by the start of this winter. Now it would be ready in just 11 turns, which is too much. However, I have my suspicion that after the industrial megapole is ready, this is gonna take less time, especially since I'll also move my population into industry production. So this is fine. It's gonna be ready for winter. I'm pretty sure of that. So, barring that lengthy introduction, I'm also stuttering a lot today. What is happening? What happened to my tongue? I have no idea. Sorry for that. Anyway, barring that long introduction, I can also do one more thing, and that is attack and destroy this village. Because I just noticed that if I do attack the village like so, it is just outside of reach of the enemy's capital, meaning that no reinforcements would come unless we include the reinforcements that may or may not hide in this fog of war, and I highly doubt that there are any units there. There might be. However, I'm not gonna do that, and the reason for that is actually fairly simple. If you would just give me a moment. Actually, that's fine. The reason for that is actually very simple. It's because of the quest that this minor faction gave me, and I'm about to complete it in just 3 turns. It's gonna give me plenty of titanium, which I don't necessarily need, but it's gonna instantly pacify this village for me, which is an instant bonus to Judicators. And I just kind of want to have it pacified and not spawn any more divers. That I already have to deal with those guys, and I don't have time for this. So yeah, I will try to destroy this village as soon as the quest is over, however, because it is giving the cultists just way too much fitsy bonuses in general. I need to do the same thing with this village as well, by the way. But it might be a bit more difficult. So we will see how it goes, I suppose. Now, another thing I'm going to do is separate my hero from my army and put him right... Actually, hold on a second. Those guys have 4 movement, so they're gonna stop on this tile. Okay, so I'm not gonna separate my hero just yet. But starting on the next turn, I will separate my hero from my army, put him on this choke point, and make sure that the divers cannot reach my city. Which I don't want to happen because I cannot waste time defending the city. I need to clear the undead in the Planarians region, which there are still plenty of, I'm sure of it. I'm pretty sure I didn't kill all of them yesterday. And yeah, I need my army for that. So I'm gonna start moving the orcs up north. I'm probably gonna make some orcs in this city relatively quickly as well, and things should be alright, especially with the help of the Skyfin. So with all of that said, let's end my turn. And I just realized I didn't bring myself anything to drink, which is considerably bad, since my throat is ever so slightly parched, but oh yeah baby, Industrial Megapole is ready. So that makes me rather happy. I will not say no to that. Also, somebody got the Guardian Tech going for himself or herself. As this quest now unlocked, it's Shulna. Do I see Shulna anywhere? Actually, I think I might. This might be Shulna region. If that is the case, I could stand to complete this quest. I would happily take 400 dust. That's basically almost a free hero. Tome of Endless Savagery, gonna be very useful against whoever just unlocked the Guardian technology. So yeah, I would really like to get this quest. The problem is, my units are not the best at fighting Guardians, unfortunately, because the Might Control does tend to mess my army up. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe I will be able to do it relatively easily once I have a bigger army and once the quarters are dead. Priorities are important after all. Alrighty then, let's go for the affair I want to go for. Set everything up nicely. Gaze at my magnificent industrial megapole once more. I do like to look at my pole, it's so magnificent and great and glorious. Move my Skyfall so that it starts harvesting some titanium for me, which may not necessarily be the most important tech actually, especially since I'm about to gain 15 titanium. But extra happiness to my capital, I won't say no to that. It is making my capital happy, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I may want to move my Skyfin over there to start gathering the dice instead of gathering the titanium, simply because I'm about to, starting from next turn, jump in approval in my capital anyway, and I won't need titanium because of this quest I'm about to complete. So I'll let this guy sit here for 1 turn since I need time to activate my happiness, for my happiness thing to go through. But once that goes through, I'm gonna move him over there to the die sector. So that's what's gonna happen, assuming I remember. I really hope I will. Okay, I no longer need a gazillion of industry, thank you very much. I do need these orcs as quickly as possible. And I can even move some population from dust to industry, which don't mind if I do. And second control market, I'm pretty sure I can get to fervent, which will increase my dust production by a nice amount, and also right of way. And only after that, Iceworks, and I'll still have some extra time to make whatever I want. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I might wait on the husbandries. Now I do need to grow population in the city a little bit faster. So away with orcs and then other things. Also, when it comes to technology, I probably do need the meritocratic promotion by now. It's been a long time coming, let's just put it this way. Okay then, now, this army, I'm gonna separate the hero. Keep in mind, my hero is an ally unit, meaning that this guy regenerates extra quickly during summer. And also, he's a hero, so I can just teleport him to where my army needs to be, if necessary. Okay, still not ended in sight, that's good, that means I can make good progress on the watchtower production. How am I doing on wine? It's still coming, but it's sooner rather than later I should be able to activate the wine boost, which is very nice indeed. And the orcs should match with the other orcs, things are looking a-okay for now. I could delay the right of way since I'm only gonna get benefit from this in certain turns anyway, but there is no but. I'll just make an additional monk while waiting for the right of way to actually be effective, I suppose. Like so. And the Iceworks will still be ready in time. Holy balls. This is a pretty good production I've got going on here. Then again, Iceworks aren't the most expensive thing in the planet anyways, on the planet anyway, so I don't suppose it's a very big feat to achieve. Let us leave the hero over here. He's gonna be my chump blocker. And I'm gonna continue moving along, I suppose. I am losing some dust, but in a moment I should gain a free population, which I will be able to put into dust production. Just 2 more turns! I can do this. Alright, now I have exactly 0 dust, but that's fine. My dust expenditure has increased, which is not ideal. Somebody's area 4, which is ever slightly threatening, but then again, it's endless AI we're talking about, so those kind of things were to be expected, I suppose. And as soon as somebody entered area 4, well, obviously the Glorious Father triggered, giving one of the AI's maximum... giving one of the AI's benefits, since AIs always cheat on this level and always have their value at 100, with some minor exceptions. But I just noticed it might actually not be bad for me, since the legendary deed was completed by the cultists who I want to take over anyway, so hopefully they'll make Benevolent Emperor in their city, and then I'll take it over. That's my hope at any rate. Okay then, as expected, devils attack my hero, but they cannot go past him. You want peace. I'll say yes to that. With this map, on this map with the necrophages and with the cultists about to be extinct, I doubt anybody can achieve diplomatic victory, but peace might give you some other benefits in the future, and also it's nice to have friends in distant places that you're not gonna conquer anyway, so you might as well be on friendly terms with them in case you need to do something. So yeah, why not say yes to peace? I like peace. Every now and again, as a break from war. Maybe, sometimes. Anyway, let's move my orc army up to the north, I suppose. Grab the pearls. It's not the most efficient thing to grab pearls with orcs, of course, but I suppose every now and again things like that can be accepted. And it looks like those ended will indeed try to besiege my city, which is not ideal. I doubt they'll try to instantly conquer it, and if they do, I'll have a Skyfin with extra 100 health and 2 militia to back it up. I think I'll be more or less okay. And then 10 after that, 2 turns after that actually, I'll be able to truly defend the city. But in the meantime, I've got some problems with dust, so those orcs are now less... Holy balls. Suddenly I'm gaining a lot of dust actually, that's kinda... Not sure where that came from, but okay. Anyway, so I guess I don't need to work dust? No, I don't. That's... I'm not gonna claim like I understand what is happening in here with the UI, because I don't. But fine, whatever. It's all fine by me. Okay, then anything else I need to do this particular turn? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. I'll just... Oh, you're right. I do need to proceed with this battle. Amusingly enough, AI says that in auto battle I'll do pretty well. I'm very tempted to go for auto battle. If you're living on the edge, I think you should do it when an occasion like that comes across, but I don't like living on the edge too often. I'm just gonna retreat and sit there and just be like, sup brothers, you ain't gonna get anywhere with that. And next turn I'm gonna move in the extra 2 orcs to defend Judicators, and I should be able to clear those dredges without any problems. Alrighty then. And the third? And the third? What? Seriously, what is happening with my speech module today, which apparently I'm using to talk? I didn't know that humans actually have things like speech modules. I know I do occasionally stutter every now and again. Unfortunately, speech impairment is not a fun thing, I suppose, but today it's actually entirely ridiculous what is happening. I don't get it whatsoever. So maybe I'll try to slow down the way I talk. Try to balance my words out a little bit more, not necessarily spout nonsense all the time. Move my army slowly and sensually up north to try and intercept the undead that have laid siege on my city. I don't know what's happening with this quasi-erotic voice I'm going for right now, but I'm entirely okay with myself using it at this time, as ladies and gentlemen, as TB would say, 99.9 of 5, the Weasel or something, Weasel. I don't even know. Either way, something is weird happening with me right now. I suppose you don't want to know what's happening. I don't know myself, honestly, but I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, the enemy undead have been pacified, which I'm really happy about. Now I just need to kill the ones that are still in my region, but that should happen on the next turn, especially if I put in my hero who will give my units some extra movement bonus, so this would be nice. Then I could wait for 1 turn extra to have some monks reinforce my army. But I don't think I want to do that. Also, I'll go for empowerment before this army of monks appears, because looks like I'll use this city as my army creation city, and this city, it really does need to grow. I mean, let's be entirely honest about that. Also, I'm gonna give it Central Marketplace, because... Central Market, I suppose. Because extra approval, don't mind if I have it, especially if it gives me as many plentiful and wonderful bonuses as it does. So, also actually, right of way is something I probably need. Definitely need, in fact. Let's get right of way first before the Central Market, shall we? It just gives you more bonuses, I believe. Alright then, I think that's about it. Hero did not get attacked. Those devils apparently realized that he is one tough cookie to crumble, so they don't feel like attacking him. Which is good, it gives me extra 10 to actually move in with my orcs and do stuff. Let us end the turn. Is anything weird or unexpected gonna happen? I'm kinda thinking if the Dakotas are going to attack me or not, but I don't think they have what it takes to do this. Oh wait, they are dismissive. Strength of its armies, they are getting to attack. Getting ready to attack, I mean. Okay, now that's good to know. I'm really surprised. It means that they actually have some other units going for them other than the preachers. So I'm guessing either one of the minor factions they actually assimilated them, or they started making their main units, which is a scary thought indeed. Do I get reinforcements from my orcs? No, of course I don't. Why would I? That would be too nice. That's okay though, I can just safely retreat. And then have my orcs join the fight. Like so. And actually then I realized I used my action to retreat, so I cannot actually attack those guys. And I cannot assign a hero to this army and attack the undead either. But I suppose I could wait one turn with attacking the end. No. Yes, I can wait one turn with attacking the ended, win the battle on south, then assign my hero here, and then I'll also have the monk on my side as well to help me with the fight as well, because ended are quite good at killing ranged units. It's kinda their thing, you see. So yeah, that's probably what I want to do right now. Cannon locks are ready! That's absolutely amazing. Let's try to rush those things, because cannon locks are ever so slightly important, let's just put it this way. Also, let's leave some population in industry production. Not too much, though. Okay, with cannon locks, I'm confident I can make ass walks in 6 turns rather than 7. So I'm gonna rush that. I would like to get the monks, mind you, but I think I can potentially afford to wait for a little bit more. I'm being very greedy here, you see. So I'm a bit worried, but it should be okay. Negotiation tactics, I don't care about it, especially since I don't know who actually got it, so probably some kind of newbie far away from me who doesn't need to be taken care of just yet, but will be in the future. Alright then. Canal locks, the work on canal locks has begun. The dredgers are attacking me as they always do. It's kind of amusing how now I have less of a chance to win the fight, despite the fact that I have more units than before. Yes, I know my hero has less health, but in an actual battle, like this thing will happen that I'll just murder the bastards without any problems. So let's do that. They do have the high ground advantage, I admit. I didn't think of that, but I still should be a-okay. Especially with one of my armies deploying in a city, although I don't really want my armies to deploy in a city. Okay, let's think about it. The enemy can only come to me through this choke point, or this choke point, or this choke point. Essentially, if I get a militia to guard this place, which may or may not be possible, then it should be golden. So let's see how likely and or possible this is. If it's not possible, I can just move the orcs back. But then again, I could move them forward, and I do want to give myself as much of a morale bonus as humanly possible. So let's go with that deployment. See where the militia can get to. I'll give them the explicit order to actually go as fast as they can, no matter what. Okay, so they can go to this town maximum. That's the same, and the dredgers can attack this town maximum as well. So I guess I will not move with my militia just yet. I'll just move it forward ever so slightly. Okay, so this militia is gonna go to this town. This is as far as it can go, I'm pretty sure, yes. Whereas this militia is going to block this choke point by entering this town and then attacking from over here, I suppose. It should be okay, I should have a high initiative. Then, with my hero, I'm just gonna go in and wreck faces, probably. So, walk like this and start shooting everything I can. This should be good. Alrighty then, let's start the combat. The enemy is dying left and right. These dredgers are... they're kind of pathetic, actually. One is dead already. That's a very, very easy fight. Now, I do have some respect for dredgers. It's hard for me to have respect for them because I remember how back in the pre-alpha days, they were probably the worst or one of the worst minor factions that you could fight with. So, I don't have a lot of respect for them because of this, but since then, they've gotten a lot stronger, and now they are actually respectable, so there is that, I suppose. Okay, my militia didn't do anything because of my 40 order. It doesn't matter really though, because the enemy is gonna die this turn without any problems whatsoever. So auto battle fall, I'm probably gonna lose this fight. Yeah, tell me about it, auto battle. Tell me Where are you going? Wait, what? No! Not to no, crying aloud. Okay, apparently the hero thought that all exploring is a thing. I'm pretty sure I didn't press it, but apparently I did. I have no idea how or when, but apparently I did. That's very strange. I swear I didn't, but I guess I don't have much to say in the matter anymore, do I? Well, that's fine. The enemy was the one who attacked me, so I can now... Right? I still have both of my actions in my army, right? Yes, I do. So I can ascend the hero to this army now. Like this. He's critical, but it doesn't matter. And attack the end at hope. Oh no. I might reveal the... that might reveal the... whatchamacallit... necrophages to me. Hold on, if I attack with my monk, will that change anything? Now, I will know... I will need to attack with my monk most likely anyway, because if I don't attack with my monk, I will not get city reinforcements in this fight. So if I were to do that... Okay, I see the enemy. I don't know how the enemy doesn't see me, but maybe I have better vision or something. Otherwise, we would have met already. We haven't met, right? Yes, we haven't. Okay, so... That's also on the border. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna go for auto battle just because I don't want to be bothered by the fight. And the enemy died completely and my monk suffered severe damage, I admit, but he's gonna heal up very, very quickly because it's my monk. That's scary, how close the enemy is. But I have vision of them and they don't have vision of me, so that's entirely fine by me. Okay then, let's... I don't want to have so many armies standing, but I can just move the monk back in, so that's fine. Move my main army back south. I'm pretty sure there are no more ended in the vicinity. If there are, that's a problem. If there are not, then that's okay. Obviously. And I will now try to deal with the cultists. So, cannon locks are being in production. I know I could move my production slightly to get the monk instantly, which actually I should do. There's no reason not to do that. So let's get the monk ready in an instant. Make sure that Judicators is protected if it needs to be. I'll add the monk to this group of orcs and things should be more or less fine. I hope. I am kind of worried about the fact that cultists apparently now believe they have a stronger military than I. I hope that's just because they have a humongous amount of preachers that I can devastate easily, but I have my fears that it might not be the case. Alrighty then, let's, as I said, merge the armies. So I have one army over here. And hello there, dear sir, where are you going? I have no idea, it's just going to random bonkers places. It's just showing me that they... Okay, well, it's showing me that the enemy has Minotaurs, level 4 Minotaurs to be more specific. That's good to know. They are... I mean, they are scary units, but 99 attack, 94 defense. 93 attack, 20 defense, but it's a ranged unit. And 82 attack. Yeah, so my attack is weaker, and that's including the extra attack bonus I get. Oh, hello there. Extra attack bonus I get, but I still think I'm okay. I do think I'm okay, unless the enemy has a ton of those Minotaurs. But then again, Minotaurs tend to get choked in if I use my monks correctly, and then I'll just kill them with orcs. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I can kill them. So let's prepare my armies for that quest. I cannot attack them just yet. I need to have slightly more units. Also, can you go and torment somebody else, please? It looks like those guys came from the Kraber, not Kraber, Necrophages territory as well, so it would be nice if you could attack necrophages that spawned you rather than me. That would be nice, thank you very much, GTFO. Now Uder says you just walk forward and I'll see if I can burn this village. I have, and I don't actually remember if I tried burning a converted village. I think I did, but I don't remember right now, so I won't pretend like I remember. I need to refresh my memory. Okay, be the first, yeah, okay, so the Draken got intelligence corps. That's, I mean, that's actually a problem. The Draken benefit from this tech a ton. I would also benefit from this tech a ton. Out of Empires, maybe not as much, but the Draken, that's horrifying, I'll be entirely honest. Okay, Oxived, it has 8 units defending it. That might seem like a lot, but keep in mind that a lot of these units are actually militia. So I don't need to be necessarily too worried. Is the enemy still stronger than I am? The answer is yes, it's still dismissive, so it is definitely still way stronger than I am. That's bad, but I suppose you cannot have everything, can you? Alright. This monk, I can actually start moving it south, I don't know why I didn't yet. and try to merge with the other army. Now keep in mind, in winter, my attack is going to be significantly increased, and my monk's ability will also start to be triggerable, as in they will be able to attack in a common area of damage, and subsequent attacks will also increase their attack, which sounds weird when you say it, but that's exactly how it works. So things should be good. Alright, research ready. What do I want to go for? I really need to fulfill my faction quest, which does require me to actually produce a decent amount of influence. So there's that thing. So I could achieve that by going for the glory of Empire. But let's think, I have only 4 techs available. What do I need? I don't need it now, but I will need mercenary markets. I still only have 1 hero, that's unforgivable. I should have at least 2 heroes by this point in the game. I'm not too salty about it, because I have 2 of the legendary deeds completed for myself, so that's okay, I suppose. But I need heroes as quickly as possible. So there's that thing that I need. What else? What interesting manufacturers do I have of access to? Haunts? I mean, I suppose it will increase my science, but I'm not being a science-focused, oriented empire right now anyway, so it's not the biggest deal in the universe to go for science quickly. Of course, I do want to increase the experience of my units, that is a thing, but I think it's most important to actually increase glory. Yeah, I'll give myself a chance. No, because that +5 influence, I don't think it's gonna work for me. Yeah, that's just gonna mean that it's +10. I would still need to work influence quite heavily to actually fulfill this quest right now. So instead of doing that, I should focus on more important things like boosting my industry, boosting my units' levels, and allowing me to use several luxuries in sequence. And also remembering that I was supposed to move the Skyfen, which I just did. So, dear Skyfen, please move to other pastures and give me some dice, so I can activate more things for myself and actually benefit from them. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's my Q order. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. And I think everything else is pretty much ready and set up. This right of way, by the way, it's not doing what it's supposed to. It's not gonna be very useful for myself, but that's okay. Let's actually make a central market, because I can. It's gonna take a while. Alrighty then, let's make right of way first, then followed up with a central market. I want to make a market in the city. It would take forever anyway, and I just realized I have a lot of population working on dust for no... Okay, there is a reason why I'm doing this. There certainly is. Okay, I suppose the city will be my dust producing city for a while, which is sort of okay. I kind of want to give you more growth, but central market is also important. I'll actually keep my population in the city working on dust, just because I kind of want to have some dust saved up for when winter comes, just in case it turns out I have less dust production than I actually expected. Also, I think I can move my population slightly. Yes, I can, and increase my growth rate as well as my production in the future. So that's good and important. And actually, yeah, the right of way will work, because in 2 turns I'll get the other one. So that's good. Okay then. And the 10, yes. Yes, I'm still back on the on being able to get the assworks fast enough, but I think I will be able to do this. I'm pretty sure at the very least. If not, then I can always cancel like the right of way, or just push it back a little bit. So that should be okay. Now then, hurry up, Pan, hurry up. You said you want to be at war this turn? This video rather, so let's try it. Alchemic Institute ready, that's a problem, and somebody made a Guardian. At the very least, that's not the Courtists, I don't think, so... Yeah, it's not the Courtists. So, that's good. However, this unlocked a new quest, that being the Wings of Ruin. I would like to have access to those guys. By the way, this quest unlocks a new special unit that is exceptionally good at killing Guardians, as well as killing pretty much anything else. It's a very, very powerful unit. It does, however, require one of each strategic resource, which makes it hard to make, but if you can make it, it's usually very powerful. So, I want to do this quest. And I will be able to do it relatively easy because I have monks. Question is, where is it? It's deep in the Necrophagus territory, so I'm not making it. That's good to know. Alright then. Now let's see, you just said, grab the pearls. Are there any more pearls in the vicinity? Not really, and I only have enough money to get to the diamond deposit anyway, so let's try to get there. Nice and easy, what are you? 3 pearls, nothing spectacular. Start gathering dice for me, thank you very much. How's the enemy doing? I would love to actually get the infiltration action, but I don't really have a dedicated spy or any hero other than my base hero actually, which is still obnoxiously bad, but still not much I can do about it. Okay, my hero needs to command an army of orcs, so firstly, let's see if I can ban this place. I cannot. That's unfortunate, but I suppose it works. Do I want to attack the enemy right now, or do I want to wait, is the question. Can I attack the enemy right now, or should I wait? Is a better question. I have a pretty decent army, honestly. Especially if I retrofit my hero with some better bow, which I should be able to. Let's have a quick look-see. Skill tree. I can give him a quest shield, which is actually really great, and it only costs me titanium rather than that money, so I'll do that. And also, I'll give him a better bow. Oh wait, that will get rid of the shield. I want to keep the shield, so I'll give him a better crossbow. That's very cheap. I can give him something else. How about something that gives you extra attack? So that's the helmet. I can give you just that. So that's +4 attack. 105 attack should be nice. Apply. Do I want to do this? Actually, it's 30 minutes long video already, so I could make it a climax. Eat something because I'm kinda hungry, and then show the result of my deliberations on the next video. I'm really tempted to do that. I really am. Let's have a quick look at the score again. I'm very far behind the enemy AIs, especially the necrophages, but that's how it always goes. Thankfully, necrophages are next to me, so I should be able to snap them relatively easily once I have the army to do so. And as for the quotas, they're very far behind everybody. I really don't think their army is as strong as they claim. But they do claim that it is strong, and it is terrifying. I'll think about it. Until then, it's been PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Spammer. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the climax. And I'll see you online.